Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys joining us here on the Buyers Barricades guest line. Stephen, appreciate you taking the time. Looking at the injury list today, it looks kind of like a CVS receipt. How many of these guys do you think will be available on Sunday?
I think we got a chance to get a good number back. I mean, feeling good about the two Tylers on the left side of the offensive line, and we'll see with Nealon. But the guys are making headway. I will say that. I know there is a list, but and I don't know in particular which ones. I do think a lot of the guys who got added to the list or day to day will have a good shot to make it, whether it's a Diggs or a Bland or a Dono or any of those guys. I think we got a shot.
You know, Stephen, I know that a win is a win is a win, but some wins like last week, to me, are a little more, impressive. When you had four guys missing off that offensive line, and that offensive line looked pretty damn good against the Jets last week, that's got to make you guys feel pretty good about the depth you have, especially at that position.
Well, first of all, let's start with the staff, with Coach Schottenheimer and Clayton and Connor. And, we just got, especially those Clayton and Connor, they're established offensive line coaches who just do an amazing job. And then, get those guys ready to have four totally different guys in the mix there. As we all know, offensive lines work as a unit. They take pride in being a unit. And what they did the other day, I think you got to start with hats off to the coaching staff. But to me, it also says a lot about, the guys stepping up. And we do got a good group of men there in the offensive line. And I think they got a chance to keep getting better. And it bodes well for the future as we move through what we can do is step up and get accomplished if we have injuries. I still believe our starters are our starters, and these four guys who filled in are great to have on our football team and going to do a great job for us.
Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys here on the Blitz on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. Going to Carolina this week. Former Panther Jonathan Mingo practiced yesterday, DNP today. The way Flournoy played last week, I'm almost wondering, do you hold Jonathan Mingo out a little bit, or do you try to get him back so he can go against his former team?
Well, we'll just see how tomorrow goes. Obviously, he's a piece that we really like in terms of his physicality. But as you said, Flournoy stepped up in a big, big way and did a great job for us. JT's always stepped up for us. Hard to be critical of anything he's done. He's just been outstanding. And like I said, I mean, the next man up is in full effect. And I think Coach Schottenheimer and his staff are doing a great job executing it with our players, and they believe in them.
Stephen, I know you're a guy that appreciates some good old-fashioned, trash talking, if you want to call it that, bulletin board material. Rico Dowdle had a great game last week, over 200 yards. A great game for the Carolina Panthers. You said the Cowboys need to buckle up when they come into Carolina this week. You appreciate talk like that, don't you?
We should buckle up. Rico's one hell of a football player, and no doubt I appreciate it. I mean, he had our opponents buckling up. The last half of the year, he was as effective and efficient as any back. We had to make a tough decision there when we were looking at him and Devontae and Sanders and all the moving parts we had there. But there's nothing but respect for what Rico brings to the table. He's physical. He's tough. He'll pass block. He can catch the ball. He's versatile. I agree with him. We better buckle up.
Stephen Jones of the Cowboys here on the Blitz. Stephen, apparently Jerry was fined a couple of dollars for thinking the thumb was a different finger. I don't know if he's going to appeal it. I guess we're going to hear that. But when you get a fine letter for because I'm thinking, dude, they're New York fans. I can only imagine what they were saying. Yeah, scoreboard, birds up. That's what I would have said.
Well, he's there's no one better with fans than Jerry Jones, and he loves them. He loves both sides. He gives them all respect, and that was as you could see, he was smiling in a big way. And I promise you, probably the guys who were doing it back to him were smiling. and there was no ill will there. But you know, at the end of the day, we'll see what comes of this. But I can tell you, there's not a better owner in this league that doesn't not only love and respect his own fans, but has nothing but respect for visiting team fans, regardless of a situation. And we'll move on from there. I think everybody was smiling at that point and grinning, and I know he feels that way.
Just again, Stephen, some good old-fashioned trash talk, man.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
There you have it.
Exactly what it is. You know, when you get on the plane or when you get a fine letter like that, you kind of laugh at it, or are you mad that, man, $250 for that, but it was worth it?
Oh, well, that's a lot. It's not a few bucks. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But, we'll have our day in court, and obviously the commissioner has the final say on that, so we understand that loud and clear. But we'll at least get to plead our case.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Stephen, good luck to the Cowboys this Sunday out there in Carolina. Appreciate you jumping on with us this afternoon.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it. Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online, buyersbarricades.com.